evening, wherever you might be watching us. This is your program, Think Point Podcast, and we are back again another week after the Eid. During the Eid, we were able to come on board to have a discussion with our guests from the Gambia, other part of the world. And today we are joined by Modulamin Fati, a very phenomenal individual that I've met on social media for quite a long time, and he has been doing great in the Gambia. But we would love to on his mic down there for him to say hi to our viewers and some of the people that do follow this program. Honorable Lamin, good to have you on board. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Mr. Aliu. Honorable Aliu. It's a great pleasure to come to the Think Point podcast. Actually, I'm very grateful that you could pick me out of the lot so we can have a little discussion. And also love to thank the viewers that are viewing us now and those that will view later. And then just to reiterate, Eid Mubarak to all of you, and may Allah accept our fastings and then ibadats. And then I hope and pray that the manes and the sanes are on their 6 days. Thank you.
Great to have you, Lamin Fati. And before we start the discussion, we always ask people to take us through about their educational background, their social upbringings, and some of the things that define them. So we would love to start you with that question as well. Who is Lamin Fati? Where were you healed?
Thank you very much, Aliu. I think it's been a while since someone asked me to take a memory drive and go back to history. Well, Mudlamin Fati is a young man, originally from Bolonkono, Nyani Kunting. Uh, my parents are also from Bolonkono, my mom from Yona, and then that could relate to the Yona discussion later in the day. And then my father from also from Kunting. So, but ntolo wuluta Kombole, Serekunda, Talending, Churchillstown. So I went to Nyakoi Nursery School, and then Nyakoi Nursery School, it's a school that was part of the initiatives of the PDYS, the DOI party. So they ran this school program called Nyakoi, and then we were one of those that were opportune to have gone through the school, and it still contributes a great part of my upbringing and my worldview. So from Nyakoi School, I proceeded to Serekunda Lower Basic School. Serekunda Lower Basic School, we were there for grade 1, 2, and 3. And you know how it is sometimes. Parents want you to go to private school, and then, Woleka Angale Bafo, those are the ones that will speak good English, and this is the myth that they had. So we were taken to Deeper Life School, primary school. I did my grade 4 and 5 there, the one that is in Kotu. But when we were in Deeper Life, academics was not something that was favoring us, because the way we were performing in Serekunda school, my performance, I was always in the first tens, you know. But when I got to Deeper Life, Kunjal after Dunda Domonding, we were strong headed. We would leave the school instead of attending the study classes that would start from 2 to 4. We would move to the golf yard in Kotu, or go to the Bolongs there and start playing around Katanku Bolong also. Sometimes they will beat us at assembly or in the classrooms. So when my father saw that the performance was not okay at Deeper Life, so initially he said, "Look, Nkamoy ko Fati will be able to Guinea Bissau, Mbal Park la leta Guinea Bissau, so that you can go there like, also because I'll Pare Karala." But Alhamdulillah, we proceeded. I left Deeper Life to go to St. Teresa's Lower Basic School, and this is where Modulamin Fati started being Modulamin Fati. It was all at St. Teresa's, and I want to give a recognition to my then principal, Mrs. Zonu Jame. She really really participated in my shaping my leadership, and then whoever I am today. So great thanks to Madam Zunu. I hope and pray that Allah keeps you here with us and gives you good health and everything. And those from St. Teresa's would understand what I'm actually talking about. So I did my grade six there, seven, eight, and then she spotted me out and said, "Look, you should apply and become head boy or deputy head boy." So I ended up becoming deputy head boy of St. Teresa's, and then Francis Correa, head boy, and then all the other St. Teresa's people that may be watching this program. And then today, our badge 2012. In fact, it's not a hidden badge in terms of the educational fraternity in the Gambia, because I think we produced one of the best grades in 2012, and then also one of the best grades in 2015, finishing grade 12. So there we were. I also went to Nusrat, which was a dream to a lot of people. I can remember my uncle Malam Fati. He could be watching. Was also like Niman Nusrat Soto. Han Niman na jankarante tita karamunyi ni edu ladot. So this is the pressure and then that they will put in your mind,
Exactly.
especially when the results were out. And yeah, grade 9 results will finish. So I remember I was eating. So when they said, "Wala, kung nga mo ko results will finish," I stopped. I lost appetite. I was scared. I don't know what I'm going to have. Would I get a mark that is going to get me to Nusrat or something else? So it was really a tough moment. So the first day that they were giving out the results, my result did not come out. So I came back home and I told my uncle, "Well, that result to my Finti." So the atmosphere was like, could be he got his results and then Askena Makata, so he's trying to hide it. But at the end of the day, the following day when I went, I got the cutoff mark, and then I ended up, joining Nusrat. So here it was the continuation of what was the leadership that started in St. Teresa's. There I met folks like Bakari Kujabi, who I am highly indebted to. Currently, he's working with Maru Farms, Bakari Abarka Bake. So, at the peer health, this is where it all started, extracurricular activities, drama acting, different clubs, commercials, and others. So, Nusrat grade 10, 12, and then we got into the academics. First started with MDI, 2016, my tertiary education. I started ACCA. This would be a surprise to a lot of people because, they see Fatih as a talkative and marketing guy. So I have good foundation and good background in financial accounting. So I did my ACCA level one, that is F1, 2, and 3. Though I didn't sit to the exams, but I went through all the classes and all, Madam Conta and all that. Then I got a scholarship with International Open University, IOU. So today is International Open University, but when we were there, it was Islamic Online University. So due to certain reasons, the name had to be changed to Islamic International Open University. So we were the first batch of students that enrolled into the degree program in the Gambia. So I was doing Islamic banking, finance, and economics. I later diverted it to associate degree program. From there, I had the opportunity to go to India and then do my bachelor's there in business administration. And then India was also very, very incredible. In fact, it just exposed me to the international world. And then I made a lot of friends, a lot of connections. It just reshaped my worldview about how things work, and then it exposed things in me that I just did not I just couldn't think that I could do. Na Imami Al Berekije, Kasal Keral Salindi, it was really a good
Wow.
experience studying in
Wow.
India, and then we got awards, alhamdulillah, literary awards, academic awards, extracurriculars, all these things were available. And we ended up heading the institution that is the Gambian Students Association in India. First served as Secretary General, then also elevated, went for elections, and then won the position to become President of Gambian Students in India. And that experience really was helpful. And then we impacted, our executive council, the fourth executive council, and the fifth executive council. We really impacted on the lives of Gambian students that were studying. And this is a country where a lot of scammers would be online appearing to give admissions to students to come and study, but at the end of the day, when they come over, they just meet deadlocks because they can't go to school. So but our administration, we ensured that some of these things were abolished. if not abolished completely, but it was really, really minimized. And in the end, we got certified by the then Vice President, Badara Juf, may Allah have mercy on him, for our service to the Gambian people. And this is a great honor. Every day I just look at that certificate. When I heard of his passing, it was really, really terrible news for me, personally, because of how, he stood for some of us outside. Yeah, so basically, this is Mudlamin Fati academically, and then we are really hungry for it. On the sites, we are reading on our own, trying to do some few things, just to ensure that we stay on top, stay on informed,
In,
and then be able to live our
incredible,
lives. And then we got into the
incredible academic
to the
journey.
to the professional world. Yeah.
Incredible.
So academically, this is my view.
That's incredible. Like I said earlier the program, your interactions, your convictions and assertiveness is something that drove me crazy. And we were inspired by you, even though we haven't met in person. And I get to know a lot of people that you have been together in India who have spoken highly about you. They are following me and then they sending messages. They're really amazed by what you do as a student leader when you are in India. But we will get into the program. And then before that, you made mention of your leadership role in Central Reses, and fast forward you moved to Nusrat, and then being in Nusrat, some of us it was a dream come true. Like you said, the first day we step our foot in Nusrat, and that's where everything started. Even though we were shaped by our junior school, serving as the head boy from junior school, coming to Nusrat to being in leadership position. Some of us has been in that leadership position as well, and we know how education have informed our thoughts and make us to be who we are today. And we are always grateful for that very foundation that make us to be who we are today. So, Molamin Fati, we have seen you personally. When did you return from India? And when you returned from India, what was your first job that you have undertaken?
So I was talking and I was muted. Actually, I started working before going to India. The same IOU that I was going to school, 2017. The 2016, I was doing some marketing job for Interlink Global College, Mr. Momodu Dabo, who established an IT firm. So I was doing marketing with him. Actually, marketing is something that I started doing, and then selling value, selling things to people. I think it's just passion, maybe in Dalasiata or something like that. But it's something that has always been my way, ever since I started going to school and even studying it as a field. So I was working with him 2016, early 2016, and then 2016, and then also 2017. I got my first offer letter with IOU as a teacher's assistant, teaching English language. So that was after 2017, 2019, 2 years. Then I went to India. So after India, when I was in India, I knew that I needed to do my work in the Gambia. So that being the case, most of the times, most of our seniors would say, if you go study outside, when you come, before you integrate into the working system, it takes a lot of time. The job hunting, before, if you don't know anybody whom you know and stuff like that. So when I knew that this is going to be a challenge, so I told my dad, let's prepare, because he was funding my tuition fees in India, exorbitant amount of money. I can't thank him enough, Brahma Fati. He really stood for me, and then paying all my bills, in dollars. So Alhamdulillah, So today, I can't complain. So what happened was, then I lobbied for an internship. So I called one of my uncles. I told him, look, I love transportation. Transportation is something that I really, really love. And if I had my way, I would definitely be a transport a specialist or something like that. So then he said, look, we have someone that is a close friend, and it's a brother. Let's talk to him and see whether you can have internship. So that's how I got introduced to the general manager of GTSC, Mr. CD Kani. So I didn't know him. I just wrote an email. Then he liaised me with the HR, human resource, and then I wrote an email. From there, I sent my academic documents. Then they gave me a little interview. From there, I got internship. So they got me the offer letter. Then I took it to my school, bought flight tickets, and came to the Gambia and did my internship for 2 months. That was in 2021 during the COVID. I can remember when I came, everybody, I was in mask. Ali, are you there? I can see only myself. I don't know if it's designed that way. Aliu, are
Yeah,
you
I can
there?
hear you. I'm here. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. I saw the camera
you're a
switch, so
little
I
bit
thought I
behind.
was the
Yeah,
only one here.
I can hear you.
Yeah, exactly. Good. So then when I came during the COVID, I was wearing mask 2021 for my internship. So but in the Gambia, many people were not wearing their mask. I was like, what is going on here? Eh? Where I come from, if you don't wear a mask, you don't go out. But I think Gambians were very immune to COVID and stuff like that. So I came during that time, 2021, and I did my internship. And then I think it was pretty much I touched all departments: traffic, finance, corporate planning, and all. So after my 2 months, I went back to India and then completed the study. So when I came back, I was working with an NGO called Social Change Factory. They're based in Senegal. So when I did some 4 5 months with them, I think there was an opening for a corporate planning assistant job at GTSC. Well, naturally, I already applied when I came, so it became something very easy for me to get. So I think this is anybody who is an abroad student. If you're, this is something that you can learn. If you have the opportunities, please come to the Gambia and do your internships. Then go and complete your studies, rather than doing your bachelor's, masters, and everything there. And when you come back, before you integrate, it becomes a real challenge. Sometimes you come with your masters, and they start paying you entry salary payments. So you will come get frustrated. No, man, I have masters, so why are they paying me something of a bachelor's degree
Yeah,
also? It's the experience that
that is the
counts.
reason why I asked
So,
you
and then those
about
things
that
are very,
question.
very important for anybody who is watching right now.
Yeah, that's the reason why I asked you about
Yeah,
that question. Most of the time people do not really want it to go through learning process through internship. They just want to get money immediately they get their degree. And in most cases, it's always become difficult for you to get fit into those industries. And then during your
yeah,
stay in GTSC, that was when I knew you. That was when a lot of people started knowing who Molamid is when it comes to trying to modify the system, trying to make sure that to integrate other payment system in which we were gonna get into it about digital finance. So now let's get into your professional journey now. I mean, when you get to UNA officially as employee, what are some of the things that you were doing there until you find your way to UNA? We'll get to UNA, but tell us a bit about some of the things that you love doing when it comes to our transportation system.
yeah. So in Yona, actually, before I went to Yona, like I was at GTSC, like most of you know, and then GTSC definitely they are one of the best companies that you can
You
have
can mix with
that
Mandinka
have a
too.
little association
You
with.
can speak Mandinka if you're comfortable too with English. You can mix them so that other listeners down there can be
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll
Mandinka.
do that. Ndebuka angale phono straight. I cannot do it.
Somebody come on.
Ndebuka
There's
angale phono
somebody come on,
straight.
Diane.
People. Yeah.
Yeah, be good.
Jahas
Mm,
bahas lang. No, I'm not a fan of flowing in English totally. No, it's sometimes very
yeah,
crazy. So at GTSC definitely it's a very good place. And then kudama karanjele kendeke administration, how paperwork is supposed to be done. That is where professionalism actually really started. You get the point. So we were there, we're doing our bits. I was at corporate planning, because if you see my movement within GTSC was very quick. So I was at corporate planning, dealing with corporate issues, filing, dealing with corporate partners, ensuring that meetings are held with partners that are within the GTSC and also outside stakeholders. It was kind of a very strict and formal issue, but sometimes I saw that I was kind of limited. There's something missing that I need to do. So there's this boy called Almame. I think Almame Jiba. I think he's Jiba, or I forgot his own. Almame Mane. He is currently still there at GTSC as finance officer. So he was good with the camera, editing, and others. I told him, look, we have these 70 buses that are here. So can we do a video and then say something about this? Then we did the video. We spoke about the buses, we spoke about the school buses, and then different routes that are going to be available, different communities that we are going to serve, and how well GTSC is positioned to ensure that there is reliable transportation seamlessly for everybody that needs it. So the moment we did that video, it went out viral. The management, everybody was happy. Then my former boss, Jenaba Ba, who I'm also indebted to, you know, quickly said, "Look, let's get this guy to marketing." And then that's how I moved from one department, and that is from corporate planning to marketing. So I was at marketing. I was there. Then she was on leave, and then elevated quickly to become officer in charge. So there we were, a lot of initiatives that we brought in with the support of our management, of course. We changed the dynamics. Social media started boosting. People started to know about some of the things that they were usually asking for, by calling and then getting, so they get in touch. But social media really started getting informed. The followership started boosting. People started to know a lot of a few things. So we did this as a team, and then definitely that really pushed on GTSC to a level where, alhamdulillah,
Undoubtedly,
today things are really
undoubtedly, you've
yeah.
really rebrand and received that institutions, and then you know we have to say this loud and clear. And then now, quickly, UNA has snitched you from GTSC. We wanted to know what has drawn your attention to UNA, and why are you passionate about it till today?
No, Yona is what happened. Actually, Yona was incessant. They came twice.
Because they knew your potential, definitely, brother.
They came twice. They came in 2023. We were like, nah, man, it's not yet time. Let's still give it time. They came back again 2024. You know, so they were very, very incessant. And then what actually drew me to Yona is about its group nature. It was going to put me at a position where I will work with diverse communities as a group, because you have the insurance, you have the microfinance, you have the agribusiness, you have the forex, you have the enterprise on food delivery and food importation. So it was a cocktail that, a new challenge that I said, look, if I'm going to be the group head of marketing for this particular group, then I need to really put my socks up, and then it is going to really avail me the opportunity to learn in different industries. And then this really caught my attention, and then the leadership also caught my attention, because when I had the introduction with the board chairman, that is Mr. Mumudu Manjang, who was the then managing director of social security. So and then that really gave me the confidence that yes, we definitely can do a lot together with Yona. And then Mr. Barrow, who is the general manager, we had several discussions, and I was invited to come over, did some study tours, moving around, seeing the infrastructure. Man, things were moving so much faster. This is Yona, and then but Yona inside, bro. Right now, as I'm talking to you, there is an online meeting that I just canceled.
Wow.
that is supposed to happen. So that is Yona for you. So that really got my attention. I said, look, if we want to do big, then I think Yona is the place to go make it bigger. So we came, and alhamdulillah, we were received very well. And then today, yeah, we're doing our bits.
Yeah, across the country, across the Gambia, we are seeing a gradual shift in how people interact with money from cash-based system to digital wallet. I am very curious to ask you about this question from your own perspective. How this digital finance is changing everybody or everyday life in the Gambia today.
Yeah, sure. One thing, the former management of Nokia. Nokia was a darling in the telecommunications, in terms of mobile phones, and everything was Nokia, Nokia, Nokia. So one of the former managers did say that we did nothing wrong, but we failed.
Sure.
So what happened? So they did nothing wrong. They were doing their branding, they were doing their sales, they were doing everything, but they did nothing wrong, but they still failed. And the reason why they failed was Nokia failed was because they failed to embrace technology at its right time. So Yona being Yona, one of the largest
Financial institution.
infrastructures they have in terms of receiving and sending money in the Gambia. But they would also do nothing wrong if they only stayed and not embrace technology. But embracing technology now revolutionize the way and act of how people are going to access their finances. Now, people need no more to go to those branches and then receive funds, or go to those branches and send money. But in terms of the introduction of the mobile money coming into play, makes it easier now for people to connect with the diaspora, and then funds can directly land into their phones, and they can access these funds anywhere or reuse them, in terms of buying credit, in terms of buying cash power, or in terms of servicing other needs that they would have physically being present in those shops, and then making purchases, or making sales, or doing certain other things. So the introduction of mobile money really reshaped our economy. Look at COVID-19 when it came, 2019, 2020, 2021. That really boosted the need for digital financing, because people were not moving anywhere. People Shops were closed, restaurants were not functioning. So this gave a boost to delivery markets. Because if you look at today, we used to have businesses like is it Chopsa, something like that. I don't know whether they're still available. But when I was in India, I saw this thing came to life in the Gambia. I saw things like I forgot this guy from Turkey. They also have this business. It was also an online business that were connecting businesses. People can make their orders, make their payments, and it can be delivered to your doorstep. So you in America, you understand what I'm trying to
Exactly.
talk about. Though I've never been to Trump's land, I've never been to Trump's
Mhm.
land. I don't have $15,000, so I'm not coming I'm not coming anytime soon. So, but you understand what I'm
Exactly.
talking about. So this gave a boost and then created employment for people.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
It created a boost and created employment for people. So people would now connect their businesses online, and then delivery agents would also be available, that okay, anybody who buys, then I can deliver for you.
Yeah.
So that created an ecosystem where funds would be moving, and then the end user, that is the customer, the final consumer himself, did not move an
That's
inch
that's that's
to ensure
incredible.
that some of these
That's
things are
incredible.
available.
So
So I think it's high time we invest in this thing more. The market is still young, though we have different players. We have Ghana, we have other players out there, but the market is still young. And then I still think that
yeah,
we need to enhance its capabilities
that's
and serve people even
that's
better.
incredible. You've talked about the issues of problems that you intend to solve, especially when it comes to digital transformation. You said one thing we cannot deny. You cannot be in denial when it comes to digital infrastructure. Things is evolving. Everything is going fast, and mobile wallet now become the order of the day. Anywhere you go, I believe developing countries are now experiencing Nigeria, Ghana. They are doing a lot. They are doing really well when it comes to the issue of digital wallet. But I am curious, and then I wanted to put this question to you. There are a lot of competitions today in digital market. Everybody's coming up with your digital wallet. What make Una special, and what different solution you guys have when it comes to your customers' needs?
Our strength is our group
Mhm.
synergy, because we are solving problems, real problems. You cannot be a business and you don't solve issues. People have needs. And at Yona, we understand the psychology and the demography of people. Every morning, we need to study and understand where are people moving. Because the moment you don't study the people, you don't study their behavior, you would not be able to introduce anything that is going to be, resonating well with them. So we study people, we understand behavior, we understand demographics, we understand young, old, women, men, and everything. So we know that this country highly depends on remittance that is sent. Maybe you, Ali Job, after this show, you're going to send me $100,
Mhm.
maybe,
Mhm.
right? Or you're going to send $100 to for the school fee of your nephew, or the $100 or for the bag of rice that is going to be for the family. So my cousin Ensa is going to send €100 to the mom Binki Hawa in Karantaba pro Ayamanu
Mhm.
Botusan. So somebody wants to send some money for Trakitol pro Kobir Langli Nyanta Joron Melkela. So people need to send money for family support. So our wallet understands that people need all of these things. They need rice, they need insurance, they need tractors, they need to send money to buy cash power. They need to move around. So we integrated with Gambia Transport Service Company that people can be able to buy tickets, transport tickets, when they want to move to Dakar or they want to go to Basse or they want to move around within the Gambia and beyond. So they can be able to buy these things at the comfort of their homes. So this positions our wallet to become one stop shop for all your needs, and that gives us that leverage to become one wallet that you can access a lot of things with
It
it in
seems
the
like
Gambia.
somebody's calling you,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Let me
Yeah,
see. Get the
yeah,
door.
yeah. I got you. So today we are talking to Lamin Fatih from Yuna Group. Lamin is a very exceptional individual and who is working with Yuna Gambia, and then he's the marketing manager at Yuna Bureau or Yuna Group. You people have money. I will come to Mr. Boro. Mr. Boro will give me something when I come for holiday. But Lamin, I wanted to seek your perspective on the issues of when it comes to there is there is often a strong argument that digital finance is not just about convenience but a driver for a broader economic transformation. So I am curious to ask, how does digital finance translate into real economic growth and opportunity in the Gambia today? Oh, sorry. I
Today.
muted you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. It's really transforming our economy, and it's really contributing to the growth of today. Many businesses are able to make sales because there's digital finance. And it's not only about digital finance, but with the advent of technology. If you look at TikTok today, I am able to connect to a lot of businesses that I wouldn't have I wouldn't have met even by chance. But today, if I scroll on my TikTok, I can see somebody selling shoes, and I'll just connect to that person and then pay through my Yona wallet. And this person is going to tell me, okay, buy my joko delivery man, me mu indil la ko sa kër. So I just need to go to my compound gate, this code that is available. I just send it to them, and then they'll just use that code and drive or ride their bikes and come to my home and give me what I ordered for. So if at all technology and digital finance was not available, now look at the chain. The person that did the delivery wouldn't have been employed. The business person that I was able to connect to wouldn't have got me as a customer. So sales would have been available, but sales would have been very, very low. You get the point.
Exactly.
The trade fair is about to start. Many businesses would accept payments through your wallet or any other fintech. So it makes it easier that people would not go struggling for change. People would not go struggling for to have cash on them. You know, So everything is just going to be on your mobile phone. I'm Yona, yeah? Even my phone is Yona.
Quarter for tending, even
So
even covering.
yeah, even covering phone with Yona. So so
Exactly.
so it has really really contributed to that. And then another aspect of it is not only within the Gambia, but digital financing has connected us to the outside world. Today, many businesses are using Shane and other apps, Alibaba, Alipay, whatever, to connect to businesses as far as China. And then they are importing these goods and they're selling them in the Gambia. Without the presence of digital financing, how do you think I will be able to pay to Wan Qing who is in China? How can I pay that person? I'm not saying Wan Qing because the name can be so, or somebody else that is in India or in Dubai. I cannot even access that business. So today we trust each other so much that there is this digital finance actually broke and redefined a market. When we were going to school in economics class, they will ask us, what is a market? So usually people would say a market is a place
Where
where
people
buyers and sellers come to. But you know, technology and then things change that will redefine market. A market now is no more a place; it's a medium through which we come to contact. me the consumer, and you the seller. So today, this is a market for Think Point podcast because there is availability of technology. You
Exactly.
are in America. I don't know the time zone, but I am in the Gambia. It's already 8:37, but we can be able to connect, discuss, and this is also part of economic development because somebody here could learn something that he or she is going to implement, and that is going to be the boom.
Sure.
So it's something that is really, really booming. And then digital finance coming and becoming the icing of the cake, is really, really supporting our economy and a lot of women. And then one thing I also want to say with our Yona Islamic Microfinance, a lot of women that we have supported through our women financing are paying their loans, they're paying their financing using Yona wallet, and some of them are as far as URR. Okay, some of them are in LRR. They need not to pay fare to come to Tipa Garage or to visit any other branch and make their payments. Some of them are processing their loans through our wallets. So this has made access to finance very, very easy for these businesses, and it has enhanced growth.
Yeah,
So
we will come
definitely,
to
digital
some of
financing.
your companies that you guys are operating right now on the Unit group. But I must ask this question. It's concerning about entrepreneurship and empowering young businesses or small businesses too. How do you guys intend, especially as the marketing manager, how do you intend to help these small scale businesses to be able to have UNA as their payment method, as their payment integration, like other businesses are doing around the world?
Yeah. So we are evolving. We are evolving. We are bringing new things by the day. We are rolling out our merchant application. It will be live very soon. Actually, it's live, but we are putting it a testing period with only our Yona enterprise, and then we'll be live with the general public in a couple of weeks to come. So this would make it easy for, let's say, for example, Aliu is a vendor, and then Aliu being a vendor, so I can make my payments to Aliu through the Yona wallet merchant account. And then ours, we know there are merchants that are available, but ours, like I said, our group synergy is our strength. So the
Um, it seems like Lamin has a network issue down there. Um, that is that is the network down there for you because we can't talk about digital economy if the network is not stabilized. And I believe these are one of the things that we need to take care of as a nation. Making sure that we have a very strong connection to be able to do our businesses because countries like Senegal today they have Starlink and this Starlink, the network as strong as United States or any part of the world, they can be able to do their business transactions without no hindrance, without any setback or challenges when it comes to network. But it's usually difficult to have a conversation in the Gambia without being interrupted. Without being interrupted. So I mean, I was complaining a bit though because, like I said,
am I
yeah,
here?
it was network issue. So Mbafa Kananu,
Yeah, so I
um,
was saying our wallet is not only, our merchant is not only going to be there for you to be, people come, okay, scan and pay, scan and pay, scan and pay. No, that's not how it's going to be. But for us, in addition to that, we will also be able to put you in an incubator system where every merchant would be connected to a business account. That business account can be in turn used to scale your business from A to B. So we are progressing with you, not only a medium for you to be able to collect funds as others would do. So Roydon Road Peer, when we come, we ensure that people actually have value in whatever Yona services are there.
yeah,
So whoever wants to go implement it, the field is open,
that
like I said.
that really makes sense, and I'll be happy to have my business. I'll be happy to have my app in the Gambia here, and people in the sorry, app in
Yeah.
the United States, people in the Gambia can be able to pay through UNA API. But I believe your APIs will be available for those small businesses to be able to integrate in their system too, right? Is that what you mean?
Yes, yes, it's always available. And in fact, we don't even, it's not that technical that we need to get to API integration. No. All we need is very simple. You just need to register your business. Once you register your business, open your business account and then connect it. That's it. So much easy. So whatever funds that lands into your merchant account, you can remit them to your microfinance account. So
That's
once
great.
those transactions are reflecting in your microfinance account, you are building a statement for yourself. The microfinance credit committee is also ensuring that they are studying your business. The moment you want to scale, we know that how your business performs. So this way, we can scale your business from A to B. If you are doing sales of $10,000 in a month, so with our involvement, you can be able to get your products increased and improve your sales from 10 to 20 or 20, $50,000.
Yes, so I wanted to talk about the some of the service that you guys, provide to the Gambian people. But before that, I mean, institutions are meant to create job for the people. Can you tell us
Yeah.
what did UNA did, when it comes to creating employment for the young people in the Gambia, and how many staffs in average, or I mean, approximately, do you guys have and branches? Tell us UNA's roles in actually in job creation at some point. It's often only Mandeka account. That'll be fine.
Actually, Aliu, our employment, yeah. So menketa ikame nyini ka kumata bakele. Mojola be dokola yona.
Mm,
Yona B atambita mo keme woro lele membe dokola G.
mm.
It's more than 600 people that are working in Yona. So out of this 600, imagine the impact. So imagine nin karo fata Yona ka kuro jolle bondi kanim mo keme woro bejo. It's in the millions. Ado mu karo karlet. Ado ni momen bebe dokola Yona kono. Ibe siranso reka sidame. So that investment is huge. And the ifembal bidil almost 30 to 40% of this 600 ibeni la bore fengolom motolom wala masimmal me alon ko company la yasanka di bela. So imagine we are not only creating employment, but we are creating a conducive ecosystem where people are able to thrive and showcase their talents. So company mentioning Keno is a company that is a home-based company. Company lo me alon ko ay gambino let employ adun manke o company fanante me alon ko ka foko ha gambian company lo ha mo kilin nyaton ko ning wala mu fenkol. Ali, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you. You are breaking, but I'm here.
Ali, was it the network?
Yeah, I believe it's your network, but I can hear you. I'm hearing you loud and
I'm
clear. Can you hear me?
breaking. Oh my god.
My father
Okay, so
from
we're good now.
also from yeah. Go ahead. I can hear you. You just go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So I'm coming for the wrong wolom ninduko company mentioning wolomo company de me alonko ay banku dingol hatile, and then we are employing Gambians. Over 600 people are working in Yona
Hmm,
every day.
okay. Yes. So the follow-up question, Wabakela Minti Walam. Can you hear me, Mr. Fadi? I think you need to go out and
Yeah.
come in again. I believe you need to go out and come in again. Mm, it's crazy though. So I believe Mr. Barrow
Oh,
will
it's
will invest a lot in making sure that we have a very stable connection in the Gambia. Um, so Lamin, can you go out and come in again? I think that will
we'll
be
come
fine.
to that. That is very soon.
Yeah, you can go out and come in again. Uh, yeah. So um, I'm trying to connect Lamin to be able to have a conversation without any distraction. Recently, we have distraction when it comes to the connection. It's crazy sometimes. So we were discussing about the issues of UNA group. You know, it's a business entity in the country that is running almost 5 to 6 businesses. You know, definitely, and they are doing great. They have a lot of branches, which we will delve into it. I'm not trying to do marketing for them because they are not sponsoring this program, but we have to do justice to our people. They are definitely solving problem in the country, and those of you who wanted to send money back home to um, can be able to send money through Yuna. I think Lamin will take us through about that. Lamin, I am not doing advert for your company, but I believe we needed to you know say one or two things about what you guys have been doing. So Lamin, you're talking about the issues of job creation that UNA has done to the Gambian people. Kagambe didn't employ KK empower, because this conversation is all about that. We are trying to make sure that we empower young people. I have a lot of people on the pipeline. So you've delved on the issues of UNA's jobs creation when it comes to empowering young people. Tell us the services that UNA provide to the Gambian people. I believe you guys have 4 or 5 companies. I mean, a lot of companies here that, I mean, can you hear me?
Yeah, we have six and I mean seven and counting companies. Seven and counting companies.
Take
We
us
call
through.
it
Take us
Yona
through.
Group.
Mhm.
The first one is Yona Enterprise. Manolo Wafiki. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, Lamin, go ahead. Go ahead. It's the network, but I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I think the internet is very very terrible.
Yeah, you can continue talking. I can hear you. It's just that you're a little bit behind. So, but I can hear you loud and clear. You can go ahead.
Hello, hello, are you there?
Yes, Lamin, I can hear you. It's just that you're a little bit behind, but I can hear you loud and clear. You can continue talking.
Okay, perfect. So what I was saying is, we have Yona Enterprise, which was the first company. So we were dealing with food condiments like rice, importation of rice, onion, oil, sugar, potatoes, and different foodstuffs. So it started as a corner shop in Bakau New Town. So that's where Yona started. And then from there, we had the Forex Bureau sending and receiving money, dealing in currencies, hard currencies, the USDs, the pounds, and other things as well. So we also have the Yona Islamic Microfinance. This the Islamic Microfinance itself was also it's 4 years old. So we are accepting deposits, creating accounts, salary accounts, savings accounts, Hajj savings account, hijilal mel yalan ko bita kan hijola. Wol fanal si account o yele no jele ka kodo maboji na hiji ticket o si then sitano hijola le wol baby jela account or child savings account account o yele. So that's the microfinance. So we have the insurance as well. We have agribusiness.
I can hear you. Go ahead. It seems like you're having some interruptions there, but yeah, it's it's always difficult sometimes to have a very smooth conversation, especially if you have guests from the Gambia. So Lamin's network is a little when you think back. So I believe he's gonna come back later to continue this conversation. It's a very nice conversation, talking to Lamin, a young guy who is doing incredibly well when it comes to the financial system in the country and trying to promote and sell the ideas that the UNA is definitely doing in the Gambia. He delved into the issues of some of the service that they provide to the Gambian people, and yeah, I believe UNA is definitely doing incredible well when it comes to helping Gambians with savings and providing funds for women, especially those in businesses. I would love him to delve into that too as well. It's just that the connection is not really allowing us to have a discussion around that. But let's see whether we'll be able to have Lamin again anytime soon. Thank you all for being here. If you are watching us on YouTube, please consider subscribing to our channel. If you are watching on Facebook too, you can share the program. It's Lamin. I know the network is crazy back home though.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but you good. You're on track. So you were talking about, microfinance, Alka savings account or create, Hijilale, family members running Kukodamadul. Go ahead.
Yeah. So child savings, so microfinance is there available. So we also have the insurance. We have the fire and allied peril. We have medical insurance that is available. We have motor vehicle, third party and comprehensive. If you come for holidays, when you get a vehicle, please come to Yona Islamic Insurance and then insure your vehicle. Huh? Or
Okay.
if you have a property in the Gambia here, please, we insure properties. And then today we are insuring a lot of high risk places, and we are just 2 3 in business. That is the Yona Islamic Insurance. So we also have the agribusiness. So the agribusiness is we do sale of tractors. So we are participating in commercial agriculture. Gone are the days when people will do agriculture, do farming for subsistence for themselves and their families. But today now Yona is reshaping, and today we are even supplying tractors to Maro Farms, one of the largest producers of rice in the Gambia. And then that goes to show how much our brand is really relatable. And then we also partnered with the Gambia government through the Ministry of Agriculture, and then also supplied them with 90 tractors. So I'm sure this ceremony you must have seen in the news, that we supplied these supported farmers with 90 tractors, and this really boosted the yield of agriculture. And then hoping that next rainy season it is really going to be much available, and then people can really enhance their farming produce and then have a high yield. So this is what Yona is doing. We have the seventh one that is also going to be in the telecommunications, inshallah. Hopefully, these internet issues and stuff, when you have me in the next couple of months, we will not have internet issues. I would have been connected.
Yeah, he's talking about internet connection and the internet has gone. That is the unfortunate part about, having conversation from the Gambia. It is always destructive at some level. You know, we'll have a conversation about the issues of Starlink. I think, if Gambia succumb to Starlink, the security technicalities that they are talking about, to me, it doesn't make sense. If Senegal today can adapt and accept Starlink to operate in Senegal, Nigeria can accept that. Ghana, I believe Gambia, there is ulterior motive, the reason why they do not really wanted to accept Starlink to operate in the country. Because if you have Starlink today, we will not be struggling when it comes to internet. So you talk about, yeah, Lamin, you are back. I can see you. Can you hear me? Hello, Lamin. Can you hear me, Lamin? Yeah. It looks like we're having challenges. We're having challenges when it comes to Lamin. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. I'm sorry, I'm just getting in and out like Nawek. It's terrible.
So Lamin, I want to push you a bit. When you come to social responsibility, that is puru yuna ika na fulo min sora sango san na karamata nu yuna ka mol sambe hijo lala yuna ka fodol ma koy student no ni kudo. I want you to shed light on social corporate responsibility. Ala corporate responsibility mi alna ko alkola ke ni ata ma ko fanna.
Our budget for this line is in the millions as well,
Wow.
because if you look at it, we're doing this every day. In the health sector, we're supporting people to have medical attention within the Gambia and also outside of the Gambia. We've supported families as far as India, as far as Turkey, as far as Dakar, and we're doing this thing, on a monthly, daily basis. So Hanado Aranyao Nyanding, we're really supporting. If you come to the educational sector, we're also helping paying people's tuition fees from staff, from the community, from different places. Some of them we don't even know them. They just apply. We are buying air tickets for people to go and study for Saudi Lombang, for Minto Lombang. They apply, they come, and then when the budget line is available at that time, we give them, and then they go and study. Some of them we pay their tuition fees. Some of them they come and say, "Not tuition fee mankita ni nangam lela," so we will just add it up and then make sure they go back to school. So with UTG as well, you've seen that we've helped with the social students of social sciences.
That
We've
was
given
my
them
school.
$100,000 through the microfinance.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, that was your school. So my good friend, Ismaila Fadera.
yeah.
So when the president, so we supported them. So that some of the students that will come and say, because I think $7,000 is what is needed. I'm not a UTG student though, so Mumfin Jamala UTG, but I think there's
To
$7,000
start,
to start and register your programs.
that is
So
forty
that
five, I
fund
think.
was available for the student. They could be able to give, yes, give it to the students that would need this, so that they can be able to at least enroll. You get the point. In terms of sports as well, we've partnered with a lot of communities. Serekunda East is part of them. But before Serekunda East, we staged the biggest Arabic school tournament in the Gambia, which has never happened. So we integrated the Arabic school students into the mainstream economy of the Gambia, because most of them Nijita school ika kufula ike mira wala kake
Stars, yeah.
almamoti wala kata karandiro kake
I know
ustasot.
the same thing
So, but
happened with
Yona
them.
has bridged this gap, and we have brought them into the system. Today, Arabic school student or Najida Karamuto, you have a chance to work with Yona. And then we have already proved that. Today, if you go to the Sharia department of Yona Islamic Microfinance, none of them sitting down there tell you ko ntemu angale talibo. They're all Arabic
Wow,
students.
that's
And then today
incredible.
they are really, really shaping the operation of the Yona Islamic Microfinance. If you go, some of our tellers, some of our cashiers, some of our supervisors, branch managers, these are people mainly along Karanta Saudi Arabia in Ata. So today that has really shaped, how Yona is really moving and socially integrating and then bridging the gap between the Arabic educational sector. And that's it. I think
I
people
don't
should
want to.
really give us our
I don't.
flowers.
I don't want
Hanama,
to look biased though.
Hanama
But
Kefen- yes.
I don't want to look biased though. But I have this argument with somebody. I mean, a couple of months ago. I told him how incredible Yuna Group is. And then how they usually carry themselves when it comes to, and the way they position themselves when it comes to the ecosystem in the Gambia. But you made mention of our Arabic school. Nimu dingrad mi alako mo jimali neglect. At some degree, people pay school fees. I went to Arabic school, like from grade 1 to grade 12. That a lot of people didn't know about me, right? I've graduated from Tadamun, like that was 2016.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
So I've graduated from there. I know how frustrating it was, like graduating from Arabic school. You left with no options. You only have two options, like you made mention. At that time, there was no Arabic university. You understand? In the Gambia. So you find your luck to get to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, I mean, you have to go and teach. At some degree, they even forced me to go and teach. I told them, no, I'm going to English school. So that's how I was able to transition to Nusrat, then to university, and then to America now. But
Exactly. This is really what happened. This is your story is really the story of a lot of other people, but today Yona is really making sure that that story is not going to be very common. It's still available, but we are doing our bits to ensure that it's not common now, because we are really giving them the opportunities. Today, when we go out for marketing, I roam around. Sometimes they even perform way better because they understand. And then today, if you go to a lot of schools, we've integrated with them in a way that parents are no more going to these schools and making payments of their school fees. So they really, make things very organized, and then they pay through Islamic microfinance. And then we really supported them in their social, cultural, corporate activities. And then with sports, like I was saying, in terms of CSR, we also partnered with Serekunda East. We gave the largest donation in terms of football contribution
that's
in the
incredible.
history of Serekunda East.
That's incredible.
Nawetan sponsorship of $450,000. So this was really, really massive.
That's
And then
incredible.
it's gonna run for 2 years, huh? It's gonna run for
Capacity.
2 years. So
Wow,
that's
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 great.
almost a $900,000. So
Wow,
so so really, really is Yona is really doing its bits. And if you come to which other sector I'm going to talk about, if you come to the sector of the OTT, let's say people that would be in the social media fraternity.
Oh, we have lost him. We have lost him. We were also gonna try our chance to see whether Yuna will be able to support this program, and we had a lot of viewers on Facebook and YouTube, and I believe Yuna also, they will be able to do something as far as social media content creators are concerned as well. The um, Mr. Fati, you're just talking about the issues of helping social media content creators. You can pick it up from there. Yeah, can you hear me, Mr. Fati?
Yeah, so like I was saying, we're really supporting content creators,
All right, go ahead. I can hear you. We have lost Mr. Fati over there, and we have a couple of minutes to go, and I will try to bring him back to see whether we can wrap up the conversation, and we can reschedule another time to bring him here once again to have a discussion around Yuna and stuff that they do back home. I believe Yuna is doing incredible. He made mention of giving almost 400,000 to sport department down there, which is so incredible. And um, yes, Mr. Fadi, are you here with us? Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm here now.
Okay,
Yeah, so like I was saying, we supported a lot of content creators and then boosted their careers, ensure that they are on high platforms today. You know, content creators like I can hear you. I can hear you.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So the kitabus, the the, the officer knows the we worked with a lot of them, and then the Alaji Boras, Alaji Muhammad's. We worked with a lot of them in terms of ensuring that their careers also boost. And then it was not one way; they also amplified our message. They also amplified our products and services, and they are really doing good job for us as well.
Yeah, we would.
Kitabu, and then
Yeah, we
other
would
other
also.
other
We will also give
content
our.
creators. So we're really thankful that we are building an ecosystem. Today we have amongst Team Kitabu Ablay Yona.
Yeah,
So today I don't even know what Ablay's surname is. I don't even know.
he's Abla
We just
Yuna.
say Ablay Yona, and then that's how it is. And then
Exactly.
people think that Ablay is working in Yona, and Ablay is really working there, especially when he uses some of the names of our staff into the scenes. So this is something that is very very helpful. And then Yona is really doing well in terms of all the sectors, from education, sports,
That's great.
religious,
I will.
health. We're really, really participating our bits and pieces in terms of ensuring that our CSR is as diverse as possible. Yeah.
That's incredible. I don't know whether you can hear me, Mr. Fadi. Can you hear me? Confirm that first. I wanted to know whether you can hear me before I put forward my question, Mr. Fadi. Can you hear me? Hmm. Yeah, it's crazy though. Like, Mr. Fadi, can you hear me? Can you hear me loud and clear? Oh, it's crazy though. Like it's really crazy. Yeah. So he's he was talking about the issues of what group happens to put forward when it comes to helping the people in the country, the content creators, the the religious groups, the sport fraternity, the country, health, and whatnot. This is what we really want as a nation to help and make sure that you provide what we call your social corporate responsibility to give back to the society. Because if you're making profit, this is some of the things that they need to do to ensure that the society also benefit some of those profits as well. And I believe UNA is doing great when it comes to that. I'm not doing advert for you now, to be honest with you, but I believe it's worth having them here on my platform to have a discussion with them with regards to what they do as an institution, and then how we can also hold them to account when it comes to their service delivery. We want them to provide good service for the Gambians, and I believe they are doing that. And then we will say shout out to their team. I have a lot of colleagues that are working under them. I have colleagues that are working with the UNA, and then they're doing incredible well by themselves, and then their family as well. So I will allow Lamin to come. We can wrap up the conversation, and from here we will also bring another guest tomorrow. We will be having Melvin Robertson Robert. Tomorrow we will have a discussion about justice, public opinions, and power. And I will be joined by Dr. Umar Malmoul in our tomorrow's discussion. The same time, it's going to be around 8 o'clock Gambian time. And do not miss, just be here with us. You can also send your recommendation on the comment section, and it will really help us to know our direction at some level. You can also, you know, propose individual that you think we can bring on this program to have a discussion with, even though we have a lot of people on the pipeline to bring them on board to have a discussion and conversation with them. This is what we love doing as a nation. It's a passion for most of us to hold discussion, especially things that are very dear to us. We always trying to put forward our views and to bring other individuals also to discuss about their own perspective to ensure that we have a mutual discussion. It is election here, and then today it is not politics, and tomorrow too is not going to be centered on politics. So we will try to bring Lamin to wrap up. Lamin, I think we will just gonna allow you to wrap it up since the network is not really allowing you to flow like the way you want. Like I was saying, can you hear me, Lamin? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Lamin? Uh, Hello, Lamin, can you hear me? Hello. Damn. So yeah, it's we really sorry for keeping you here without conversation flowing. It is always like this. Sometimes the network back home is crazy. It's really crazy. You know, that's why I was a little bit mad when the government arrested the young people for protesting against that adulterated network that has been given to them by GSM providers. I'm not a fan of them. All of them, they are all trash at some level because they knew the kind of speed that they are providing to the Gambians. It's crazy. It's insane. They know they are not giving you the quality network because they know it's costly, and then they do not want it to give you a better network. And at the same time, they're the very people that are denying government to launching these Starlink issue. If you don't know Starlink, Starlink is a network provider, you know, owned by Elon Musk in the United States, and then they are operating almost 25 to 27 countries in Africa. And then those people are actually developing rapidly when it comes to their fintechs, when it comes to digital economy, when it comes to, you know, e-education, e-governance, everything and anything that you might think of that go through the technology. Nigeria, Ghana, they are far ahead. Nigeria, Ghana make millionaires in dollars because of good connection, because of good internet. A world cannot move without good internet. We really struggling to have good internet to have the discussion, and we cannot have it. It's just ridiculous at some degree. Senegal today they have Starlink, and then they are enjoying. Senegal they don't cry about internet breakdowns or internet, shortages, stuff like this. This is insane. But I believe we will take care of it someday. We will see what we can do as a nation to have a very good connection. It's crazy though. It's really crazy. So let me try to bring this thing, how to call it, to see whether I can have Lamin here. Lamin, um, I believe you can hear me now, Lamin. Can you hear me? Hello, Lamin. Can you hear me? Lamin, hope your mic is not muted. I Can you hear me? It's terrible. It's really terrible. Um, so let me call Lamin and then he can continue talking. Let me call Lamin. Hello, Lamin. Can you hear me? Lamin. Um,
Yeah, I can. It's really frustrating, huh?
it's Gambia though. Can you hear me now, loud and clear? Yeah. So I will try to have Lamin on phone, and we can conclude the conversation down there. So yeah, you can pick the phone. I will try to have you on phone, Lamin.
Okay, let's try that.
No, you can sit there, Lamin, and then we have a conversation. I have already muted your mic, so I will just gonna have your voice here. You can mute yourself too. Hello. Yes. It looks like yeah. So Lamin, yes, I've removed you from there. Can you hear me now? All right. So just to wrap up the conversation, you were talking about the your social corporate responsibility. You can just shed light on that, and then from there you can take me through the challenges, and then we can wrap up the conversation.
Sure. So, like I was saying, our corporate social responsibility is very, very diverse. So we are participating in health. In health, we are really helping people that want to go and seek for medical attention. Is it within the Gambia or outside of the Gambia? We help families to go seek attention in Turkey, in India, in Senegal as well. So different places within the Gambia as well. We supported families to seek for medical attention. And then there is another bigger corporate social responsibility that we are doing, and that is making available medical insurance for our staff, all of our staff. Imagine all these 600 people have medical insurance for themselves and for their dependents. So imagine families that would really, really have such access, and businesses that would really, really do this thing. So that is one of the biggest corporate social responsibility that you can even think of. So that is really available. So you can have a medical insurance, your wife or your husband and your children can all be part of this thing. So whenever they are sick, you cannot be at work and you're stressed about how to take care of medical bills. So the Islamic insurance is going to take care of these things for you.
That's
on behalf of you.
that's incredible. That's why I did a disclaimer that I'm not doing promotion for you now. But one thing for certain, the kind of service that they are providing in the Gambia and what they have been doing to their staffs, it's so incredible. And then we have to put that thing forward. How about capacity building to your own staffs? How do you guys help them to to
Yeah,
put in this?
we do trainings. In fact, we do trainings. We do training of trainers. We do refresher trainings. We send some of them to go and then study certain professional courses, whether it is the finance, whether it is about sales, whether it's about customer service. So these are all opportunities that are available, and then we're ensuring that our people are doing them. And we're encouraging some of our staff that would be qualified to enjoy scholarships, and then some of them will also be taken care of even outside of the Gambia. So these are all capacity trainings that are that are available, and then we're really encouraging our staff to also capitalize on them and ensure that we have these things going forward to contribute to our operations as well.
So, Lamin, challenges, despite the growth, challenges are inevitable. What are some of the challenges that you guys encounter when it comes to customer to business interactions?
The challenges are really inevitable. The challenges would be we want to the targets we set ourselves. I think it's a very big target. We want to get everybody, and then we want to reach out to everybody, and then this becomes a big challenge because we have to do a massive investment. For if you look at how diversified our group nature is, we're into insurance, we're into agriculture, we're into forex, we're into so the target we've set for ourselves is a very big target, and then for me personally, it's a very big challenge, because you need to ensure that you serve all these people regardless of wherever they are. And then sometimes the other challenge that we have is, like I said, internet.
Yes.
Internet is a challenge, great challenge. Like right now, me and you, we're trying to do a walk around just to ensure we communicate.
Exactly.
So this is also a challenge that we have. But we walk around these things. Internet, electricity, if they become a challenge in our branches, what we do is we deploy solar.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have a backup so that operations would not stop. So these things are challenges that whatever the challenge is, we always have to walk around it. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So, Lamin, that's where we're going to actually conclude this session. And I would love you to share your final thoughts with our audience. And then I think we will rearrange this program again. And then I can't wait to have you once again to have a conversation with you around this. Yes.
We'll definitely need to arrange it. I don't know how it's going to be, but I'm going to be at the Camden House.
So we are advocating for Starlink, but this Commune and QCell, they are Barrow's people. Barrow don't want to go against them. So
Starlink, I saw this debate online, and then I have not made an opinion around it. But I just think that there is supposed to be an digital sovereignty that cannot be compromised.
That's true, but Senegal today is implementing Ghana and Nigeria. They are definitely ahead of us. And digital infrastructure, you cannot wait on certain policies to be able to get at par with them. But tell us your last statement, and then we will see what we can do in future. Maybe if you're at the office, that will be fine. We can have a very smooth conversation.
Yeah, sure. We can always arrange this thing on some other time. Actually, my final statements would be here on the show is that we really are thanking the Gambian people and people that support us, because without the patronage of everybody within the Gambia and also in the diaspora, we wouldn't have been where we are today. Today, you can be in the diaspora and you access Yona without you hustling or struggling through our Yona Global platform. So we're thanking everybody. We are really redefining remittance business in the Gambia, and we ask everybody to continue to support us, because anything that you do offer support to Yona, you're supporting that Gambian that is here residing in the country, and you're supporting that family that needs medical attention in Turkey or in India or in the Gambia here. You're supporting that student that really wants to access university education. You're supporting that child that really wants to gain employment. So any support that goes to Yona, that support reflects back to you or your neighbor or any other person that will be associated to you. So Yona is a Gambian thing, and then we are delivering much more than money. We're delivering impact. We're delivering value. We're delivering an ecosystem that is built for you, and then it can only be enjoyed by you the moment you get into it. So thank you very much, and then I'm happy that we are together in this.
Incredible, incredible. That's why Yuna has been very persistent to snitch you from GTSC. There is a purpose in it, and I mean, I am really honored to host you here on Think Point Podcast, and then it's been a pleasure to talk to you, a brother that I've admired from far. And then today I'm honored to sit with you to have a conversation around what you do as an individual, and then it is without a doubt you are really excelling in that domain. And I wish if I come for holiday, we can sit and have a discussion around fintech, because I am very interested too in digital economy, and this is something that I'm actually doing from here, and I hope and pray that I can do a lot with Yuna as far as digital economy is concerned, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. You are highly welcome. If anytime you land in the Gambia, please reach out.
All right, thank you, Lamin. It's a pleasure talking